Straight Jokes! Today's video is brought to you by carrot soup in a cup, because all my spoons were dirty. Hello and welcome to another special episode of The Wizard Speaks. In this episode, I will be going over all the cool stuff that I got from C2E2 this year. There's a lot. For those who don't know what C2E2 is, it's the Chicago Comic and Entertainment Expo, and they have everything you can possibly imagine that you could want if you love movies, comic books, video games, all that shit. Board games, doesn't matter. Now, if you already saw my recap video of all the cool stuff that I saw at C2E2, then you know that there are a lot of vendors and stuff around like that. However, there are also panels for celebrities that you can actually talk to them in person. There's separate rooms where you can go watch special viewings of old nerdy movies, everything like that. Now, if you watched the recap video, you would also know that I got a chance to beat up Jujitsu Jesus. And he was created by a guy named Jack Frag. Now, I got a chance to talk to that guy. Super awesome dude, so shout out to you if you actually see this video. But he gave me a huge stack of comic books just for talking to him and telling him that I enjoyed what he created. So there's a lot of really cool personal experiences that you can actually get there without just buying stuff. You can really make some cool connections there. So in that giant stack of comics that I got from this guy, one of them was called Henchman, which on the cover it says, "Looks great on the coffee table in your evil lair." Another one was called Glory Hall, which YouTube might not like the cover of this one, so look at it the way you can. Also, the one and only Jujitsu Jesus, and he even gave me a nice little drawing, which is pretty cool. On top of that, there's this one called Death, Decomposition, and Decay, Deface, and Core US. So there was a lot. And on top of that, he also gave me this Jujitsu Jesus Doesn't Tap poster. It's getting strangled by Satan. Pretty fucking cool. So that brings me to my next topic, and that is the posters that I got. You just saw the Jujitsu Jesus Doesn't Tap one, but I also got these three. THX 1138, which is a post-apocalyptic movie by George Lucas. If you haven't seen it, it's fucking phenomenal. I also got an X-Files poster, which I've always wanted. And last but not least, and my favorite, the Puppet Master movie poster. Now, Puppet Master is part of one of my favorite B-movie horror franchises of all time. And the company that makes them, Full Moon Productions, actually is also another favorite of mine just because of the quality that they bring to the movies. Sometimes they're cheesy, sometimes the acting's a little bit bad, but the heart in the movie is always there. They always really care about kind of bringing the story out, even if some of the movies don't have a lot of high budget. So that's always nice. And what I also figured out is when I went to C2E2, they had a booth for the company called Shudder, which is a streaming service that has a ton of movies on there, all horror movies. Every single one's a horror movie. And what they had was if you sign up for a free week of Shudder, they would give you a pin. So I have this eyeball pin, and I also signed up for a second account because me and my fiance both are going to use it, and they said you can cancel anytime before the week is up. So I got another pin. So I have both Shudder pins, and that was the last ones I actually had, which is cool. So a fun fact is, Shudder actually owns exclusive rights at this time to the newest Puppet Master movie called The Littlest Reich. So check that out if you haven't already. They also have a dedicated Critters series. So there's at least a whole season on there. Fucking watch it, it's hilarious. Now, you saw my Street Shark toy that I got, but you haven't seen the other awesome toys that I got, which are also from the Full Moon Productions toy line. Now, of course, I got a toy from the Puppet Master toy line. This one's from the third and fourth movie, and honestly, I was surprised to even find anything like this. I went on Friday, which is the first day of C2E2, so nothing has been bought in yet. I got there within 3 hours of it opening, so no one had really stopped at like the stores. I got this at a half-price books booth. Everyone was going to the comic artists and stuff like that. So I got first grabs of this, and I'm fucking happy. And in the same vein as that, I also got a toy from one of my favorite Full Moon movies of all time, Castle Freak. This is based on an H.P. Lovecraft story, And it's also a Japanese exclusive. I don't know if you can see the sticker there. Yeah, there you go. So, it's got longer whips than normal, metal chains instead of plastic, a hood over his face that has white hair underneath, which isn't in the original American version, and it comes with the cat that he fucking eats in the movie. That's awesome. Now, if you haven't seen any of the Full Moon movies like Castle Freak or Puppet Master, they have both of these movies on the streaming service called Tubi, Tubi, and it's free. All you have to do is watch a couple commercials every once in a while. Not a big deal. And they have over 87 at this time, because they keep increasing the amount. They keep adding more movies. They have 87 Full Moon titles right now. There are over 200 of them. So get watching. So this was the 10th anniversary of C2E2. And let me tell you, it never ever disappoints. I've been there 5 times now. Wait, no. It's been 6 now. 6 fucking times I've been there. More than half of them. And it's always been a unique experience. There's people walking around in cosplay and stuff like that. There are unique experiences that you're not going to get anywhere else. They have the Revolution Brewing Company, which is in Chicago. They always have a booth and they always have kegs ready for you to get beer. And they also have, on top of that, their own comic book for one of their beers, Galaxy Hero. And fucking amazing, honestly. It's just great that they can integrate all of this stuff into the comic experience, which is really cool. Now, if you aren't looking to buy anything and you just want a cool experience to have, C2E2 is also the place to do this, not just for the celebrities and stuff like that, but for the people watching. Now, there are some people that can really pull off the skimpy outfits, and the people who really fucking cannot pull off the skimpy outfits. You've got some model-esque people, and then you've got the cottage cheese, curdled butt cheeks looking fucking people that probably shouldn't have walked out of the house, and they think it's okay to be half naked. Or almost entirely naked. Now, I'm all one for body positivity and all that shit like that. You know, be the best you can be. But also know what's gonna make people lose their lunch when they're walking around. So, overall, C2E2 is amazing. It's an amazing experience. You get to meet some awesome people, and you get to buy some crazy things that you wouldn't be able to buy anywhere else. And on top of that, there are so many comic book creators now that it's almost impossible to find every single person that you would find there at C2E2 if you were looking for them online, if you were just browsing. So you're going to find something that you might not have ever seen before in your life, or you might not ever see again. So if this sounds like something for you, you should definitely try it out, because it's like, you know, depending on when you buy the tickets, it's $40 to $60, and you can either buy a day pass, you can buy a whole entire weekend pass, and you can go every single day if you want to. Personally, one day is enough for me, because we make sure to get there early and walk around every single booth that we can. And it's totally worth it. But if you're looking to go to panels and you're looking to meet celebrities, you're looking to have one-on-ones, you're trying to have after parties, which there are many of at C2E2, I would get a weekend pass. That's all I can really say about C2E2. I mean, there's just so much that goes into it. You just have to experience it yourself. So if you like this kind of stuff, if you like, you know, video games, comic books, sci-fi movies, stuff like that, this is for you. That's it for now, guys, but I will be back to my regular antics very soon. All my regular series that I've been doing, I'll be back to that next week. So stay tuned. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and also that reptiles carry salmonella, so wash your hands after you touch them. Until next time, the wizard has spoken.